Good morning students, once again we are here for this applied English video. We have seen so many videos, live classes, we have completed our examination. Once again we are here, and as you know that there will be a competition. We are preparing for that. We have to plunge in. Alright, now here we have listening and learning. Listen carefully and then learn. What we have listened, what we have heard, either we have grasped it properly or not. How to check it out? Then we have to give these answers so that we will know whether we have listened it carefully. Listen to a description of the La Tomatina, a festival celebrated every year in Spain. You know that is one of the countries. Then choose the right option and complete the sentence. There are altogether 8 sentences are given, and these sentences you have to complete. For example, let us take one. Then we will listen the audio clip or play track. La Tomatina is blank. Fight festival is a food or water. If you have heard it clearly, if you have listened it clearly, then you will be able to answer it in a right way. Now we will listen this clip carefully.
Listen to a description of the La Tomatina, a festival celebrated every year in Spain. Then choose the right option and complete the sentences.
Every year on the last Wednesday of August, the town of Boulogne in Spain celebrates La Tomatina. It is come to be known as the world's biggest food fight festival, and thousands of people make their way to be part of it from around the world. In the morning, several lorries filled with tomatoes enter Plaza del Pueblo at the center of the town. Traditionally, to begin the festival, someone must climb to the top of a 2-story high, raise that wooden pole, and reach the chunk of meat placed at the top. However, this process takes a long time, and the festival starts despite no one reaching the meted prize. Firing water cannons marks the beginning of the fight, and the chaos begins. Around 100 tons of overripe tomatoes are thrown in the streets. The food fight ends after an hour, when there are no more tomatoes to be thrown. Fire trucks spray water down the streets. The acidity of the tomatoes leaves the cobblestone streets completely clean. No one is completely certain how this event originated. Some say it began after 2 political protesters began throwing tomatoes at people and pieces as a sign of protest. The festival, however, is celebrated more for enjoyment rather than as a protest. Whatever the origin be, La Tomatina is celebrated every year with great enthusiasm.
Alright, it's fine. It's a bit funny for us to listen. These people are fighting. We might have seen on television and things like that. La Tomatina is a festival every year they celebrate, and the Spanish people you might have seen sometimes bullfight. Here, La Tomatina is a food fight festival where they are throwing tomatoes, as we have heard. See, likewise, there are all these 8. The festival is celebrated on the blank holiday in August every year. See, if you have heard it clearly, this is what you have to answer. The festival is celebrated in a blank in Spain. Is a buffalo binol. So these are the things you have to listen carefully, the audio very nicely. This questionnaire, these questions we have got book in our hand and then write it down. Again we play the same track and then we carry forward to the next page.
Listen to a description of the La Tomatina, a festival celebrated every year in Spain. Then choose the right option and complete the sentences.
Every year on the last Wednesday of August, the town of Brunel in Spain celebrates La Tomatina. It is come to be known as the world's biggest food fight festival, and thousands of people make their way to be part of it from around the world. In the morning, several lorries filled with tomatoes enter Plaza del Pueblo at the center of the town. Traditionally, to begin the festival, someone must climb to the top of a 2-story high, grease up a wooden pole, and reach the chunk of meat placed at the top. However, this process takes a long time, and the festival starts despite no one reaching the meat prize. Firing of water cannons marks the beginning of the fight, and the chaos begins. Around 100 tons of overripe tomatoes are thrown in the streets. The food fight ends after an hour, when there are no more tomatoes to be thrown. Fire trucks spray water down the streets. The acidity of the tomatoes leaves the cobblestone streets completely clean. No one is completely certain how this event originated. Some say it began after 2 political protesters began throwing tomatoes at people and pieces as a sign of protest. The festival, however, is celebrated more for enjoyment rather than as a protest. Whatever the origin be, La Tomatina is celebrated every year with great enthusiasm.
So it was a very good festival. This time you just listen it and complete all the answers in your book. Another we have Mr. Bart goes to the local store to buy something for dinner. The photo is same, picture is there. Mr. Bart BHAT is going to a store to buy something for dinner. He begins talking to the owner of the store, and as it is in the picture, listen to that conversation and put the sentence in correct order, which is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. See, this is what we are going to do. Listen the audio very correctly, and you must be able to write any type of questions. Either they ask you to complete the sentence, either they ask you in the form of MCQ, or just order the sentence in a sequence, whatever type of things. There is a conversation, two of them, Mr. Bart and the owner of the shop, they are having some conversation. This type of conversation you might have had with some shopkeeper, you might have heard somewhere. So let us listen here and we will just write the exercise.
Mr. Hunt goes to the local store to buy something for dinner. He begins talking to the owner of the store. Listen to their conversation and put it in correct order.
Good morning. Morning. How are you today? I'm quite well, thanks. How are you? I'm fine too. It's pouring rain. Yes, it's awful, isn't it? And it's very cold. The weather forecast said it will be sunny after lunch. We always say that, but I can't complain. It's a lot warmer here than in my hometown. Really? Where are you from? I'm from Manali, Himachal Pradesh. What's the weather like in Himachal Pradesh these days? It's freezing cold and snowy. Oh, then this must be nothing like winter for you. Right, but I do miss snow sometimes.
Mr. Bhatt goes to the little store to buy something for dinner. He begins talking to the owner of the store. Listen to their conversation and put it in correct order.
Good morning. Bonnie, how are you today? I'm quite well, thanks. How are you? I'm fine too. It's pouring rain. Yes, it's awful, isn't it? And it's very cold. The weather forecast said it will be sunny after lunch. We always say that, but I can't complain. It's a lot warmer here than in my hometown. Really? Where are you from? I'm from Manali, Himachal Pradesh. What's the weather like in Himachal Pradesh these days? It's freezing cold and snowy. Oh, then this must be nothing like winter for you. Right, but I do miss snow sometimes.
So this was the conversation, Mr. Bhatt and the shopkeeper. We have also the first one A is given over. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Right, but I do miss snow sometimes. So there he is talking somewhere in the middle of the conversation, not right in the first. So what is the sequence of the sentence that we have to write? So that means we have heard it very clearly. We know the conversation. We know which sentence is spoken first, which is second, and at the end, where are you from? What's the weather like in Himachal Pradesh? All these types of sentences are there. Listen it carefully and then write it in your book. Now we have another page.
Listen to Rishi and his wife Radha planning a holiday. Then answer these questions. Rishi, we have a week-long holiday in October.
It's Diwali, I guess. Do you want to go to Jaipur or Mysore?
Wow, a hard choice to make.
Both cities are a great festivity and one of the best markets for Diwali.
Jaipur is beautiful, and in October the weather will also be pleasant.
But Mysore has its own charm and great food.
Let's search the internet for a comparison. Look at the pictures of Jaipur. The markets are illuminated beautifully.
Come on, let's look at Mysore also. Here is the brilliantly illuminated famous Mysore Palace. And there are many more attractions like the famous Mysore Museum. It is four museums: Regional Museum of Natural History, Folklore Museum, the Railway Museum, and the Private Residential Museum. There is also one research center called the Oriental Research Institute that is open for tourists to visit and explore.
This will definitely interest the children a lot. Let's find out a little more. Yes, it has a zoo as well. I think Mysore is more interesting. It will be a complete package. Diwali celebration with a lot of sightseeing.
So tonight after dinner, we'll discuss it with the children and then I'll make all the cakes.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
Yes, students, we have heard the conversation between Rishi and his wife Radha. They are planning for a holiday. So what they have talked about the holiday, some of the questions, 8 questions. See, this type of the audios we also got for the trial. We have given you one audio and most of you have submitted. You have done well in that Google form examination. Now we have heard, we can say, when is the week long holiday? Okay, we have heard it, so we can write the answer. Where does the Rishi propose to go? Which place? Because they are planning to go for a holiday. Still, if you have not heard, revise the video. Again, we will listen this clip once again so that we can answer all the questions. What are the great things about the two dimes mentioned in the conversation? See, these are the things we have to listen it nicely, carefully, and then answer. Okay, we'll listen it once again.
Listen to Rishi and his wife Radha planning a holiday. Then answer these questions.
Rishi, we have a week-long holiday in October.
It's Diwali, I guess. Do you want to go to Jaipur or Mysore?
Wow, a hard choice to make.
Both cities are a great festivity and one of the best lightings for Diwali.
Jaipur is beautiful, and in October the weather will also be pleasant.
But Mysore has its own charm and great food.
Let's search the internet for a comparison. Look at the pictures of Jaipur. The markets are illuminated beautifully.
Come on, let's look at Mysore also. Here is the brilliantly illuminated famous Mysore Palace. And there are many more attractions like the famous Mysore Museum. It is 4 museums: Regional Museum of Natural History, Folklore Museum, the Railway Museum, and a private residential museum. There is also one research center called the Oriental Research Institute that is open for tourists to visit and explore.
This will definitely interest the children a lot. Let's find out a little more. Yes, it has a zoo as well. I think Mysore is more interesting. It will be a complete package. Diwali celebration with a lot of sightseeing.
So tonight after dinner, we'll discuss it with the children and then I'll make all the bookings.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
Yes, so about Diwali, speaking and practicing, listening and learning, and at the same time you have to speak. You have to practice, as it is said, practice makes man perfect. Now let us see what is ask and answer further.
When you meet someone, smile and shake hands. Take your time during introductions. Make an extra effort to remember people's names and use them frequently in the conversation. Maintain eye contact in any conversation.
Hi Sam, hello Vijay. Welcome to our home. It's nice to finally meet you. It's nice to meet you too. I've heard a lot about you. I've heard a lot about you too. So, how was your flight? It was a very long flight. I feel you're exhausted. Would you like to rest for some time? Yes, I won't mind taking a short nap. Okay, I'll show you the guest room. You can rest for some time and we will get you later. That would be great. Thanks.
Alright, okay. Imagine that your friend has come back from the foreign country after staying there for 4 years. So that's what the ask and answer when we meet somebody first time, how to talk, how to greet, everything is there. We will see this remaining part in our live class. Till then, do well, prepare well. All the best. Have a nice day.